My bad, y'all. I totally just stopped the stream and and started it back up again by accident. That was a total accident. I was writing down my episode markers and I accidentally hit the hotkey to stop stream. Now, normally my hotkeys are not something that I would use when typing, but I guess in the event of a typo, that happens. So maybe I should change those or just turn them off completely. I don't know. I will see. That's kind of unfortunate, though. Thankfully, it was a clean break, and it was like right after the end of another episode, so I'm not hurting too bad, I don't think. Anyways, let's go ahead and hit up the rest of these advanced maps and the expert maps. Let's see what we got up here. Dark Path. This looks like another beginner map that I think have seen already. Can't remember the title of the map, but it looks almost exactly like this. On the beginner map, you use this path. They go around this way. But here it looks like they just go straight through. Honestly, just give me 2 snipers. Honestly, I feel like we might be able to just get through this whole game with just these guys. One top path, one bottom path, with middle path, cross paths on each. I think they can get through the whole thing, to be honest. So this will be our bottom path, this will be our top path. Yeah, this ain't so bad. So this map has no water, right? Oh, I can remove this? What is this? Hold on. Oh. Oh, interesting. Okay. So I'm assuming every time you click this little cave over here, it'll get rid of one of the bricks in this path that is cracked. I'm not going to buy another one right now because we need to upgrade our monkeys, but I'm guessing the next one could be like this one here, and then this one up here, then this one down here, so on and so forth. I see one up here as well, and I see one here, which I'm guessing by that point would cost like 5,000 bucks to do that. Okay, that makes it a bit more manageable, I think, because normally I wouldn't be able to put Pat like right here because of the wall, but if this wall is removed, then you know, his range could get increased, and then we could put him there, and he would be able to help us out. So that's pretty cool. I didn't know that was I didn't know that was there before. I never noticed that before. So yeah, there's no water here, so no water towers unless we want to put a pool down. Oh wait, what is this? This is new. Sword of Protection. Summon She-Ra's sword to strike at Bloons with incredible power. Hello. I think you're mid at chess. Wow, you're right. I don't know how to play chess. It's a cool username. There's another cave at the bottom right. Really? Oh, there is. Oh, so maybe like this one takes care of these. So like 250, 500, maybe 750, 1,000, and then same for down here, I guess. That's pretty neat. Yeah, okay. Cool. And then you can, you know, place stuff down in between all these bricks and everything. That's cool. Totally would have missed that. I wasn't even looking down there. Oh, 1,000. So maybe this one's 2,000 right here for each of these. Oh, no, just another 1,000. Okay. And you can place stuff in that space too. That's pretty helpful. The motivation for Pat. So, not really much of a motivation, to be honest. What I'm doing is unlocking all of the heroes in order. And we just happened to unlock Pat today. We just got him earlier in the stream today. So we're saving up to get Azili next. And we're using Pat until we get Azili. And then we're going to use Azili until we get to Adora. And so on and so forth. And then I'm kind of restricting myself in a way though, because I'm gonna try to not jump around heroes until we unlock all of them, just to give myself a kind of a challenge. So once we unlock Corvus, then we'll go back and pick and choose how we see fit. But for now, we're just going in order. Do you want some slight tips? Yeah, I mean, sure. I don't see why not. Now this map is real annoying. I do know about this map. I'm just gonna run the same build I just did, to be honest with you. This map is interesting because I think every 10 or 20 rounds, maybe even 15 rounds or something, the map starts to fall away and the track length changes every time. So like right now we're only getting this much track length. Then in a few rounds this ice patch will fall away and the balloons will start coming down this path right here. And then that will happen a few more times until we get up to right here. So we're gonna have pretty much the entire map is gonna be just water, except for this little patch of ice up here. which means if you place stuff down here at the beginning of the game, it's just going to be deleted later, which is a real shame. But yeah, we should just be able to run the same thing we just did. We'll be fine. Pat is basically a 2 use case hero. One level 3 ability. Basically a temporary alchemist boost. Yeah, I like his ability. Second case, which is more niche, is Mob Stun. But it's not the primary use case necessarily. Pat can also go onto water. Oh yeah, that is true. I forgot about that. That would be cool for this map if it didn't keep moving the track, like the track location every time. Sorry. I know if I put him down here, he's just gonna be useless in a few rounds anyways. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, this is starting to become a kind of a problem, I think. The track length isn't that long. Alright, well that helps. That helps for sure. We could get a monkey ace or a pilot or a dartling gunner. Dartling gunner might be fun, actually. Yeah, I do. They also just are helpful, I think, on these maps. Honestly, I don't really know what else I would put besides, like, snipers, dartling gunner, monkey ace, heli pilot, or a mortar. Because everything else is just going to become obsolete within a few rounds. I could buy and sell, to be fair, and do some micro. But I am not the biggest fan of micro in this game, and I'm not that great at it, to be honest. So I just stick to military monkeys when I can. Took care of it. So yeah, on medium and hard, those breakaways just keep going until you have that little sliver of land on hard mode, which is pretty crazy. That is definitely harder than like any of these ones for sure. I would say out of these ones, The easiest one is probably Ancient Portal. I would say Ancient Portal, Castle Revenge, maybe Dark Path, Last Resort, Glade, or maybe I could switch these two, honestly. I feel like they're about the same in difficulty. And then Erosion's definitely the hardest. But Ancient Portal is totally the easiest, at least for me, in my opinion. So that's the first page of advanced maps. And like I said, there are quite a few of them. Most of them have their own unique mechanics going on. Like, I know Geared is pretty unique. Spillway is quite unique. Midnight Mansion is unique. So yeah, a lot of them are unique in their own ways. But we're going to move on to expert maps and do this first page if we can manage. I don't think we've seen any of these in the challenges we've done yet, except for Ravine. We did a challenge last week where we saw Ravine. So I've got an idea of what to do here. But all these other ones are probably going to give me a run for my money here. So let's go ahead and try it. And you can see we get a lot of money, even on easy mode for beating one map. So that would be great once we get up to hard difficulty on here. So this map I happen to know about as well, and it is very annoying. It's definitely, I would say, the hardest map in the game, if not one of the top like 5 or 3 maps. The whole point of this map is that every, I think, 10 rounds that a monkey is on screen, it will get frozen and unusable for like, I don't know, like 4 rounds, 4 whole rounds or something like that, 4 or 5 rounds. So if I place a dart monkey on round 1, by round 11, it will be frozen. If I place a bomb shooter on round 5, it will be frozen on round 15. Permaspike just abuses this map. I mean, that kind of makes sense. I probably am not going to get enough money to even get Permaspike on easy, so I'm not going to worry about that, but you're probably right. Ice monkeys are the only exception here. Ice monkeys do not get frozen. So I think the best thing to do, at least in the beginning, is to place down like a dart monkey over here or something, and then an ice monkey at the beginning here, and then just kind of hope that you don't die. And then by the time this guy gets frozen, you could sell him and then get more ice monkeys and upgrade this one. Yeah, I would imagine having spikes out on the track at all times is pretty nice. Now, like I've said, I have played through all of the maps up until like the last couple updates or so. So I'm not completely blind to all these maps for sure, but I think I've only played through them on easy. So once we get up to like half cash, like alternate balloons and magic monkeys and all that stuff, I'm gonna know about, you know, the gimmicks with the maps, but I think I'm still gonna get beat pretty bad by the maps because I just don't know any strategies to go with those game modes. So we're about to get frozen here for our dart monkey. We could do, I would say, like top path on both of these guys, and then bottom path on this one maybe. The heroes even get frozen, I'm pretty sure, so we could place Pat down and he'll help us out for sure, but he'll get frozen as well, which is not great. Thank God they're not frozen permanently, though. If the monkeys got frozen permanently, that would be absolutely brutal and just too much. Let's go ahead and save up for Pat, if we can. But yeah, this map is tough because you kind of have to focus only on ice monkeys. And you know how ice monkeys don't really do a whole lot of DPS. So... the only game mode you play is chimps. Yeah. Seems pretty convenient to me. The goal with this series, I say 100%ing in the title. And what I mean is that I'm going to unlock all the heroes, all their skins. I'm going to get all the monkey knowledge points, all the achievements, all the black borders, and I don't know, maybe something to do with bosses, like kill one of each boss eventually or something like that. So we're gonna definitely have to do every game mode on every map, which is gonna be hell. But I've seen some people on YouTube do it, so I know it's possible. I know it's gonna take a long time, but that's okay. So we want to save up for our ice monkeys even more. But it's going to be annoying to do so. We're almost at round 30 already. We can't pop ice or white balloons without the ice monkeys. So, we gotta worry about those. I don't think the dart monkey and Pat will be frozen at the same time. So we should be good on either side if either of them gets frozen. I didn't do that on purpose. I think it just happens to work out that way. So yeah, I think if we just keep upgrading the ice monkeys, we'll be okay. I'm kind of just praying we get at least one of these guys unfrozen during round 40. Otherwise, I think we just lose. But I didn't really time it out that well, so... I think he'll be frozen during round 40. Because it's round 30 right now and he's frozen, so... that might be a problem, but we can sell and rebuy him if we need to. Let's go ahead and do that now, so we don't have to worry about it. We'll save up some money, unlock the top path for each of these guys. I think we'll have enough money by round 40 to do that. Then if we have a little bit extra, we can get this guy. And then I think that should be fine for round 40. And if you haven't noticed, also, most of the map is completely blocked off by these icicles that you can't remove. So, if you want to put a sniper up here, the whole map's blocked off basically. Up here as well. You can't place stuff up here. All these circles are blocked off. All these little divots in the path are blocked off. The water is like lower than the rest of the map, so all these guys would have no range. So yeah, the map's basically just an FU to anybody who Who wants to do any of these strategies?
Here comes a big one.
Here we go. Alright, we're done with that. Get me out of here. I hate that map. I want to see that map as little as possible. Alright. What is this one? I missed the title. Dark Dungeons. Now, all of these expert maps are going to be challenging, of course. This one is pretty bad, I think. It looks very confusing. Rightfully so. The thing about this map is that there are 3 paths which the balloons go down simultaneously. So, the only real way to deal with stuff on this map is to place down 3 of every monkey. Or at least a variation of that. So I'm going to do 2 dart monkeys and an engineer. This 4th path that goes across here is for mobs. So on round 40, a mob will start crossing around this path here. Everything else is for normal balloons. Yeah, I think there's a secret associated with this thing in the middle here and like these torches, something like that. I see these torches activate these spikes here, which is nice. Yeah, this map is a whole mess. It's like playing split screen with one person. Stuff like the heli, the glue gunner, and buccaneer brickle should work. 205 heli, that's gonna do, what does that do? Pursuit, okay. Glue gunner, you're talking about this map or the last map? Buccaneer brickle would still work decently well because neither required contact on the last map. Yeah, the heli would be nice. Glue gunner, yeah, that would slow stuff down a lot. Buccaneer, brickle. Oh yeah, yeah. 502 Buccaneer, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's true. I'm gonna do bottom path on the engineer, so we can kind of stun stuff, and later he'll be able to absorb them. And then for these, I think we can do top path on the dart monkeys, because these spike balls will just bounce around a lot, which will be nice. For camo, we can do cleansing foam on the engineer, and then just regular camo detection on the darts. Seems pretty standard to me. Nothing too complicated there. Oh, we can't get cleansing foam on you. I made a mistake. Gotta get like a sub down here or something. Only rounds 40, 60, 80, and 100 go down this top path here, the middle path. Every other mob and other rounds are normal. Interesting, I didn't know that. That's good info. Okay, so camo should be covered. Leads should also be covered except for you. But we can... I think we can activate the spikes and that will pop lead, I think. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, you're all good. Now for you, in the meantime, while these are recharging, we need to save up for a balloon trap. But it's like 3,000 bucks, so it is pretty expensive. If we get the heat tip darts and the plutonium reactor, does that pop leads? Because it's not like shooting darts at the balloons, but it's still popping them with the reactor, right? It does. Okay. Alright, I think we're good. Not much else we could afford at the moment. Oh right, the mob's gonna go down the middle here, so I should get like well, I should put Pat down. That would be great. I could put a tack shooter down. I could put a magic monkey. Yeah, we can get Dragon's Breath, I think. I realize I can't afford much on the tack shooter, but that's okay. It's better than nothing.
Here comes a big one.
Oh, wait, what? The middle path. Oh, you mean the middle, like the actual middle. Oh, I misunderstood. The middle path. Top path is the normal path for the mobs. I misunderstood. Okay, so middle path. This middle path is going to be rounds 40, 60, 80, and 100. And then every other round where mobs show up, they go up here then, right? Alright, let's not botch these purchases this time, and let's pretty much do the same thing. We'll do cleansing foam on you with the sentries. And then for the mob, we'll just have to put something else here to help out. But other than that, we should be good. Correct. Okay. That's not so bad then. Alrighty. Alright, so we need sentries, we need top path on y'all. Now I would put another dart monkey up there, but I feel like that's kind of boring. Up there, I mean on the right hand path here. Try using towers that hit 2 lanes at once. Oh, okay, I see. Because, yeah, okay, that makes sense. So I could put a wizard like, I don't know, like right here. And it would cover both of these sides. Or... ninjas don't see through walls. Yeah, they don't. An alchemist theoretically would be good, but it just doesn't do enough damage, I don't think. Maybe early game it could be okay, but... it's not that great, I don't think. Alright, so sentry is done. It's gonna be it for you. We just need to save up for the dart monkeys. And we could put literally anything else to help out with the mob. Will be good. So this map is interesting. I think it's a bit easier than the glacial one, to be honest. It's still pretty tough. I think I'm gonna definitely have a hard time during chimps and half cash for sure. I think it does open up some creative possibilities for what the towers can do, though. Like, I didn't even think about using the wizard monkey to cover both of the paths here. I'm sure there's a couple opportunities to do that around the map, so I could see this being a pretty fun map to figure out different strategies on. Oh, you're struggling. Hold on. Alright, there we go. Alright. Well, now that I understand it, I suppose it's not the worst thing in the world, but again, I'm probably going to struggle pretty bad later on. Alright.